I love this question. Is there any other way for non-Yucatel? We don't know her name, so they're referring to this other mistress as non-Yucatel. That's funny. That's funny. Non-Yucatel. Is there any way for her to get money out of Boreanaz? Does she have any legitimate case against him? That's a really good question. And I mean, what Gloria Allred seemed to be intimating is, well, I take it back. What we have heard Gloria said to Marty Singer was that the non-Yucatel chick was led to believe that she was exclusive with David Boreanaz. He had a wife, and she was pregnant.
I even wonder if he had led her to believe that he was exclusive with her, if there's any civil claim there. I really don't think that there is. Every person who cheats on their spouse, the spouse would sue them for defrauding them in some respect by not telling them about the relationship.
I mean, there's no. Do you think Lawrence Taylor was set up? Well, he's saying, his wife is saying that it's a setup, and she was pointing to this A&E special that was kind of harsh on Lawrence Taylor. That aired it just a couple of days ago, and saying that it's too coincidental that the A&E special aired, and then all of a sudden this thing happened.
It seems hard to imagine that it was totally a setup, given that he apparently had sex with this woman. So at some point, the setup ends and the unlawful and/or immoral act begins. But
okay,
whatever.
Good question on 2 counts. Why is it rape if she's a hooker? Okay, first of all, hookers can be raped. And secondly, it's not really rape, it's statutory rape, and statutory rape is a misnomer. That the notion of statutory rape is that legally the minor cannot consent.
Right.
So therefore it becomes non-consensual sex, and therefore it becomes a form of rape.
Yeah, it's forcible rape. It's not forcible rape, but it is non-consensual rape. No, non-consensual sex.
This is an educational TMZ Live today.
I'm liking it.
You know?
I don't know if our viewers like it, but I'm enjoying it.
Have you ever heard of an arrangement like Charlie Sheen has? Yeah, I know. It's bizarre. Why wouldn't Arnie Klein come out and talk about all of this? Why would he come out and talk about this now? I don't know. It's bizarre. It's just bizarre. I mean, I don't know how to answer that.
Maybe Jason just had it welling up inside of him all these years.
Well, why is Arnie doing it? Arnie was best friends with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but Arnie's friends with Jay. I'm just throwing something out, giving some possible credibility.
I think it's bizarre. Who gets the kids if both Charlie and Brooke are in rehab? Denise? No. Denise is going to become like Octomom by default. No. The kids were being taken care of temporarily. My understanding is Martin Sheen and Martin Sheen's wife really stepped up. He's apparently a great guy.
Seems like it.
A great guy, and apparently really stepped in to take care of these kids when all of this stuff started happening.
I think Emilio Estevez and Ali Sheedy might take the kids. Sorry. 80s Breakfast Club humor. Never mind. Thank you very much.
Is Rachel... No wonder why Decker doesn't want you to do this. Is Rachel Yucatel... Is Rachel Yucatel still getting a dating show? Well, she's pitching a dating show, Romancing Rachel. Now that I think about it, of course she went out. This is an audition for a show.
That's right.
I never thought of that. God, how did I not... That was an audition for a show.
You haven't thought about the fact that all this is so she can get a reality show? Of
course. Well, no, because I knew she was pitching a reality show, but I just didn't connect the dots until the second. That, of course, that's why she went... Duh. Okay, sorry. Are you surprised Elin returned to the U.S. this quick? No, because she still has ties in the U.S., but it doesn't look like this marriage is going to be for very long.
I wonder, I guess she'll take the kids to Sweden. That would be the plan?
Well, that's the issue. I mean, can she take the kids to Sweden? I mean, it's going to have to be worked out in court, but... You know, it depends on how much Tiger wants to fight for this. I mean, that's not an automatic thing.
No, not at all.
It's not automatic that a judge can say, yeah, you can move to... Remember this happened. You know where this happened? I remember it now. It happened with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. That there was a period where Nicole wanted to get out of the United States and move to Australia. And Tom Cruise, I forget who his lawyers were at the time, but they went into court and they really objected. And Nicole's argument was, well, look, he has jets, he can go to Australia. And Tom Cruise came back and said, look, you're being unrealistic. Yeah, he has jets. Yeah, he has money. But think about getting on a plane to go to Australia for a weekend to see your kids. If he wants to see his kids for a weekend, how does he do that?
Right.
And that's what a father's rights are. And ultimately, they kind of worked this thing out, but it became a big deal with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman.
This is a fascinating question. You need to know more about Florida family law than I know for sure, but You know, it is interesting because unlike Nicole Kidman, Elin was not living here as a permanent resident when they met. She was here working as a nanny.
I don't think it matters.
The point being that, I mean, I guess they both formed.
You're in for a penny, you're in for a pound. Once you get married and once you have kids, then all of a sudden...
And your kids are American citizens.
And you have some
might have dual citizenship.
Well, but I don't think it's an issue of citizenship. I think it's an issue of custody and visitation.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, if Tiger says she is effectively denying me my parental rights, she could live in the United States, I'm willing to take care of her, she signed up for a marriage that could end up in divorce, and you can't take my kids away, it will be interesting. I don't think it's a lock that the judge would say, yeah, you can.
I don't think it's a lock either. I think it's a fascinating question. I'm going to sort of educate myself a little bit on Florida family law and try and figure that one out.
Do you think Chris Brown is still doing hard labor? Yeah. I mean, they are watching him back there, and he's actually complied. He's
getting rave reviews, I guess, for his work so far, right?
Rave reviews. What Billboard is saying.
That's right.
Best fresh pickup we've seen this year.
Right. No, his compliance.
Why do cameramen and women send in their tapes when they make terrible mistakes, when they ask wrong celebrities the wrong questions? You know, I guess the issue is it better to get somebody than nobody? The answer is yes. Let us look at it.
Yeah.
You know.
Plus, you can't really tell who the camera guy is.
And you got to give them a little bit of a break because sometimes they get these obscure people I would never recognize in a million years.
Yeah.
And you take the good with the bad. What does Chaz Bono do for a living? I don't know. What does Chaz Bono do for a living?
No, Kaufman, Mom.
No, I don't.
Yes.
He used to work for the Gay and Lesbian Community Services Center, but I don't think he's been doing that for a while. I'm not sure.
He has family money.
He does have family money. He's got deep family money.
Deep family money.
What? Writer, actor, musician, waitress.
Family money.
No, writer, actor, musician.
Waiter.
I said it.
I said waitress.
Oh, waiter. I'm sorry. Right,
it's going to take us a little while.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. It takes us. You know, I used to watch them. You know,
Yeah.
I remember her being held. I remember that show actually. I do remember that show. Okay. Do you have one more?
No, we're all set. I've exhausted everything.
Okay, we're done. We will be back tomorrow. We'll see you guys.